Hi everyone, and welcome to the Student Organization Registration presentation. In this video, we will walk you through the club registration process. We will review our office's expectations for student orgs on campus, and we'll share some important club resources. First, let's discuss the registration process. The first step to register or re-register your student organization is attending the virtual Student Org Conference. The conference contains several modules, and a member of your organization will need to review each module and pass the related quiz with an 80% in order to be eligible for club registration. Please note that your club needs to complete each module in order to register, but different members can complete each module on your club's behalf. Once you've completed the virtual Student Org Conference, you can register your club via Torero Orgs. From there, new organizations will be asked to present a summary of their organization, including its mission and values, to the ASG Student Org Committee. After this, the Senate will review all registering organizations to give a final stamp of approval. A member of the organization is welcome to attend the Senate meeting where their club will be reviewed, but this is not a requirement for approval. The expedited club registration deadline for re-registering student organizations is September 18th. All returning clubs who register after this date will also need to present their club to the ASG Student Org Committee, so please try to register by the September 18th expedited club registration deadline. Now let's go through the club registration requirements. As I mentioned earlier, the club registration form can be found on Torero Orgs. When you begin registering your club on Torero Orgs, you'll be asked to provide the following information. First, 10 undergraduate student members. When you're including those 10 undergraduate students, please be sure to list a unique member for each student. Listing the same student with 5 different positions does not count as 5 different students. Yes, we've seen it happen. Next, you'll need to include a faculty or staff advisor who is a USD employee. They can be employed at USD full or part-time and be your advisor. Lastly, you'll need to include a constitution or bylaws for your organization. If you are re-registering, you can find a copy of your previous constitution on your organization's Torero Orgs page under the Documents tab. A sample constitution is also available on Torero Orgs. Next, we will walk you through how to find the club registration pages on Torero Orgs. This is the Torero Orgs homepage. To begin the registration process, click the box at the upper right-hand corner. From there, select the Manage button. You can then select Register an Organization. If you are re-registering, you can search for your organization's name and select the Re-Register button next to your org. Please note that your organization will not show up on this list until you have completed the virtual Student Org Conference modules and passed each quiz with an 80%. If you are a new club, please select the Register a New Organization button. From there, you will be taken to the club registration page. Follow the prompts on the page to register your club, and please be as detailed as possible. Next up, we're going to review the key expectations our office has for student organizations. The first expectation is that you register your club every year. Next, please use Torero Orgs to keep your information up to date. Our office uses Torero Orgs rosters as a tool to reach out to members through the Student Org newsletters and to collect information about your leadership team as needed. Please keep this information up to date so we can keep relevant members of your organization in the loop about important information and updates. We also expect that all student organizations follow USD's policies, processes, and procedures. All student organizations' policies and protocols are listed in the Student Org Handbook, which is available on the Student Activities and Involvement website and on Torero Orgs. It's a great reference if you ever have questions, and I will warn you it's a long read. So you're also always welcome to reach out to our office with questions, and we can guide you through the information in the handbook. Finally, we ask that you know and use USD's resources, which we'll go through in just a minute. In addition to completing the club registration process, student organizations are required to meet with a member of our staff during the semester that they register. Fraternities and sororities will need to meet with an FSL staff member, sports clubs will need to meet with campus recreation, and all other club types will meet with a member of the SAI staff. There are several resources available to your student organization, as we mentioned just a minute ago. We encourage you to use them so you can have the best experience possible. One great resource is our student leader workshops and mixers. These are developed by our ASG Student Org Committee, and they're intended to give you the opportunity to meet student org leaders on campus, to learn about other clubs and what they're doing, and to potentially find opportunities to collaborate. Some will also offer the opportunity for training or development on relevant topics. Information about upcoming workshops and mixers will be distributed in the Student Org newsletter, so be sure to check it out. On that note, our Student Org newsletter is a great resource for all Student Org leaders. This newsletter is sent out every week during the academic year, and it shares important updates about student orgs on campus. As a student org leader, you can also use the newsletter to share information with other clubs about upcoming meetings or events. To add information to the newsletter, please email usdinvolvement@gmail.com. The next resource we want to highlight is the Creative Zone. The Creative Zone is located on the 3rd floor of the SLP, and it's the place for all of your marketing needs. Stop by the Creative Zone to meet with a graphic designer and to create flyers or marketing materials for an upcoming event. You can also create banners, flyers, buttons, and more in the Creative Zone. Next, we have involvement consultants and the student activities and involvement advisors. We are available to answer any questions that you have about your involvement on campus, leading your organization, or resources available to you. We also work closely with students who are looking to get involved to help connect them with organizations such as yours. If you ever have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our staff. Another great resource is the ASG Student Org Committee. They're the student organization representatives on the student government. They're here to advocate for you and to help improve your club experience on campus. If you ever have any feedback on your club experience, they're a great group to reach out to. The Student Org Committee also plays a role in reviewing all new student organizations on campus, so if you're a new student org, you'll have an opportunity to attend one of their meetings and meet the committee. Next up, please review our website for lots of great resources, including information on how to run your club virtually, important documents, and relevant updates. The virtual activities page is a good resource for learning about the various activities and events happening virtually throughout the semester, and it's a good resource for advertising your club's events and activities as well. Another resource to highlight is the Associated Student Government Budget Committee. They allocate funds to student orgs on campus for events, meetings, and more. Please check out the ASGBC training module for more information. Finally, your advisor is a fantastic resource to help your club. Please use them as the wonderful resources that they are. Advisors are here to serve you and to help you navigate USD's policies, processes, and protocols. Before we close this session, we want to give you a few final reminders. By attending this conference, you will have completed step 1 of the registration process. But you're not done. Make sure to register your organization on Torero Orgs. For re-registering clubs, please make sure that you meet the club registration deadline and re-register by September 18th. As a reminder, new clubs are required to meet with the Student Org Committee, so once you submit your registration forms on Torero Orgs, you'll be sent an invitation with information about how to meet with the Student Org Committee to present your club. We're looking forward to working with all of you in the next year. If you have any questions about the registration process, please email usdinvolvement@gmail.com or visit our office in SLP 308.